Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback.
Come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You look at this Bronco defense.
And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And from analyzing them and talking with their defensive coordinator, we know they have a full playbook. So look for them to mix up coverages, pressure one play, fall back the next. They'll do a lot of different things trying to confuse the offense.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Third and 8.
Here we go.
Now it's Fields. He'll drop this underneath for Jeanty.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
To throw is Nix. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Throwing Nix. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
And they'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
To the right side and intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 12.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Angel. Here we go. Right.
Here's Fields. Now he's going to step up and run.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally.
A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Raiders 7, Broncos 3.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a first and 10 here.
Again, it's Henry.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
If they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jeremy Chinn. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Here's Nix.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of the first as that leads to 4th down. 2 minutes to play in his first half. 7-3 our score. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt.
Back deep is Kadarius Toney.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard
line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, look and repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Second and 3 at their 49-yard line.
Here we go. All right.
From the gun, here's Fields. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bowers. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. 51 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now Fields. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2nd down and 3. Now it's Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he's got it inside the 10. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Nix to the air. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Darius Slayton, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. That was pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. With the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Here's Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory.
It's a gain of 53 yards.
It's a big play there for Vegas. 53 yards. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Tim Sweat. Here we go. 319.
Back to throw. Fields. From the right side here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll make it second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now 2nd and 3. Fields now to throw. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To the air again, Fields. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll go play action with Nix. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun is Nix. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Bombers.
They're going. It's Nix. caught. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Nix to throw again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And the Broncos get there and take it down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Vegas. 46 yards. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's first and 10. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Here we go.
To throw is Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and they end up making the play.
Here we go, son. Green 19, get that.
Throwing again on second down. Fields completes this one to Thornton. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Again, Fields. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. It'll be first and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go.
On first down, it's Genty. And he maneuvers his way down to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter. You're looking a little fatigue maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got him now.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Fields on third and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
So you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Nix from the shotgun. And down he goes. Brought down, Raiders sack. Max Crosby picks up his second sack of the afternoon. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Here comes Tony on the return. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Raiders football first and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. They're looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now Fields going to run. That's complete. It's Ashton Jeanty. He's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
The Raider first down.
A give out of the gun to Jeanty. Taken down at the 30.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd and 7.
Don't jump. Ready? Go.
Now it's Fields.
Working downfield, he's got Thornton. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line.
That's another Las Vegas first down.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Now Fields going to run.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Here's Fields.
Touchdown Raiders! A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase increase their lead to 28.
Broncos 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next context.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Raiders will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Up the middle they go. Hendricks. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here is 3rd down and 4. Now a give right side. It's Norton. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break.